Hallo und willkommen hier bei SillyConBread mit einer weiteren Folge von Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Und wir sind hier stehen geblieben bei Sword. Und wir reden einfach nicht lange und gehen gleich rein in den Kampf und machen ihn fertig. Ich hoffe, wir machen ihn fertig. Ich habe meine Befürchtungen. Ah, bringt schon. Das bringt schon, sag ich. Das sieht nicht gut aus. Das war's schon. Wirklich geht ab. Na, das war's jetzt aber. Nicht gut. Schauen wir uns erstmal an, was er kann. Musik. Ich glaube, seine Angriffe kann ich nicht blocken. Nicht gut. Fokus. Okay, jetzt ist am Fokus, dann Fokus. Ja. Das war's. Okay, aber einfach. Im Vergleich zum anderen. Aber trotzdem.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on.
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers. Your quest. The truth.
Sucht besiegt.
Truth was a troubled man, a scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds, to my world.
Dieser Doof. Keine Ahnung, was er hier will. Oder was für eine Beziehung wir hier zueinander haben.
Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him. Until she too could see what he saw.
Es ist wieder dunkel alles hier. Vorhin war es so schön. Diese armen Seelen hier überall. Wird schon Helheim sein, oder?
Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before. And she will do so again. I can be sure of that.
Ja, danke für die aufmunternden Worte. Zweimal gestorben, ja. Ja, meine Hand sieht auch nicht sehr schön aus. Muss ich mal zugeben. So. Ich hoffe, es breitet sich nicht weiter aus.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the river of knives to Helheim.
Why is she waiting?
She
Open the gate.
open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't.
She's done it.
Ich hab's getan.
It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross into hell.
Dead may cross.
Da ist es wieder, wo ich erwähnt habe. Keine Gesichtsbemalung hat sie wieder.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, You searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Können wir darüber reden, was war denn das für eine Hardcore-Stimme von dem? Warum waren die Dillion so aufgehangen?
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Werden wir sehen, ob mir hier nichts bleibt. Wer auch immer du bist. Bist du so drauf? So, komm her. Ich muss da rein.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Ich habe keine Götter.
Behind you!
Why set them apart when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
Euch habe ich es gegeben. Aus dem Weg, ich muss da rein. Was auch immer mich da erwartet.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Ah. Wer bist du? Der Henker. Steh auf, Senua, steh auf.
It's not over. It's not over. It's going. She's hurt. She's injured.
Ah, ich bin verletzt. Ah.
He's too fast. It's nearly over. Finish it. Watch out. Watch out. He's stronger than you.
Was habe ich hier noch? Oh.
She will die.
You won.
Ui.
Stop it. She will not. Surprise him.
Ah, steh auf.
Quickly get up. They're coming. She's hurt. She won't make it.
Ich schaff's. Oh, ich schaff's vielleicht doch nicht.
She's injured. She can still fight.
Ich muss hier weg. Ich muss hier weg.
She's injured.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Voll rein. Ich muss das Ziel fertig machen.
End it.
You better fight. Finish this.
End it now.
He's gone.
Yes, Senua.
Wie ist das immer anstrengend? Schon anstrengend. Okay, 3 Zeichen.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Hier ist irgendwo das X. Oder auch nicht. Ist doch was. Hab's gefunden.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Okay. Und hat sie es geschafft oder nicht? Ich habe, glaube ich, ein paar Runen habe ich verpasst. Aha. Interessant. Ja, ich glaube, ein paar Runen habe ich verpasst. Ziemlich viele, 3, 4 Stück. Da kann ich nicht durch. So. Hier ist irgendwo. Das S. Ah, da. Geschafft.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Okay. Halb schwarz, halb Fleischfarben. Ah, kenne ich mich zu wenig aus. Aber wenn sie ihren Sachen... Tisch heißt Hunger, schwer. Okay. Sonst haben wir alles hier, ne? Ja, ich fokusse. So. Das sind diese 9 Brücken, oder? Das ist eine Brücke jetzt. Das ist schon die zweite. Erste, zweite. Ja, die kommt doch gleich, oder?
The gate is
Oh,
opening.
Hela.
Who is it? It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Oh mein Gott.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
Los, 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 kämpf. Senua, kämpf.
Get up.
Los. Keine
Get
Furcht.
up and fight.
Okay. Wir haben es versucht. Was zur Hölle? Ist das die Hela?
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You fools. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Diese Stimme mein dunkelstes Ich. Okay.
Why go on? When you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined. Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's enough. It's a trick. She knows this. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible. Tilly.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
Die Stimmen machen mich ganz verrückt. Geh hin, geh nicht hin. Ich schon ganz selber verwirrt. Aber ich gehe jetzt hin. Ah, mein Arm. Sieht nicht gesund aus. Und ich fühle mich auch nicht gesund. sieht's aus? Kaputte Schiffe.
There it is. It's Dillian. He's gone and you was gone. Slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going.
Lauf, keep going, keep going.
It was to trick you. Wait. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Scheiße, mich hat's erwischt. Hehler, die...
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbao made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
Ihr seid in meinem Kopf.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Okay. Diese Gier der Menschen. So kann man sich auch Sachen nehmen, einfach mit Gewalt.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left.
Okay.
The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Okay, das wird mich jetzt aber auch interessieren. Ich glaube, es sind immer so abgeschlossene Geschichten, immer durch so einen Punkt getrennt. Da hoch, da hoch, da hoch. Senua reißt sich zusammen. Ah, der Arm. Ich kann es immer wieder bloß betonen. Der Arm, der sieht übel aus. Okay, da geht's nicht rein. Ich hab's verstanden. später wahrscheinlich hin. Okay. Gehen wir zurück. Gehen wir zu Dillian. Oder falls er das überhaupt ist. Ja, sie tut mir schon leid. Ich hab's verstanden, es tut weh. Ich weiß, halt tue ich. Die Arme. Okay. Also wenn jetzt ein Kampf kommt, habe ich ein Problem. Weil ich habe nichts, um mich zu verteidigen.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own
Secret dance. Wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Es wird hell.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Diese Pläne schmieden. Das ist die Frage, redet der Truff da mit mir oder ist es der Dillian, der mit mir da redet?
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. You want
Ah, es ist halt... Oha.
Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss?
If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And dance with it. Just like he does.
Echt schön hier. Dillian? Bist du da, mein Schatz? Sie redet auch immer mit mir, so in die Kamera schaut sie.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. Bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of
who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up!
Uiuiui. Aber wenigstens wehrt sie sich. Und das war eine schöne Erinnerung gerade.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Ich fühle mich ein bisschen unwohl, wenn sie mir immer direkt in die Augen schaut. Sie hat echt, keine Ahnung. Was soll ich sagen? Probleme?
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Was sind hier für Zähne? Was ist das hier? Sind das Zähne? Ne, Steine, aber wie so ein Maul aufgebaut. Hier sieht's ganz komisch aus.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Wie lebendig begraben. Und dann hört er auf zu erzählen. Ich glaube, ich bin. Okay. Schwester. Was ist das hier für... Naja, halt Mythologie. Alles. Wenn ich es richtig verstanden habe jetzt. Inzucht.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Was zur Hölle? Hat sie den Sieg errungen und opfert sich. Da geht's hoch, aber was jetzt den letzten Part der Geschichte will ich jetzt auch noch hören. Falls es den hier irgendwo gibt. Weh, den finde ich nicht. Nö. Na gut.
Take a sword. A sword.
Ja, nimm es, neues Schwert.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it.
Ja, ist ja gut. Ich bestehe alle Prüfungen. Ich habe kein Schwert, ich habe nichts.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Rein. Erste Prüfung. Nee, gut, ich habe gar nichts. Was soll ich denn ausrichten? Oh shit.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Oh.
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go?
Just wait there. I'll find you.
Ich werde dich finden. Ja, genau. Wie?
Find him, get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
Spannt euch mal. Einen anderen Weg vielleicht? Falls es hier noch einen Weg gibt. Oh Gott, es ist dunkel. Bitte nicht.
I'll find him.
Ein Labyrinth, also. Links, rechts. Gehen wir rechts.
Don't touch that.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice dead? Not Dillian.
Ich gehe in die falsche Richtung, sagt sie.
Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him? You're going the wrong way. Are you lost and have you lost him?
Ja, ist ja gut.
Turn right.
Mich verrückt.
What was that? This way.
Führe mich doch in die Irre.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Okay. Ich soll jetzt dieses Schwert finden. Und mit ihr begraben. Genau. Ich glaube nicht, dass sie tot ist. Das war, glaube ich, doch der richtige Weg. Meine Güte. Ich sollte nicht auf diese Stimmen hören.
I can hear him.
Das ist gut.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Diese Nordmänner.
The voice is getting louder. Listen, Dillian. Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is.
Oh, ich weiß nicht. Links, rechts. Aber ich glaube da.
Nearly there. Dillian. It's him. He's going to save you. Find the voice. Find him.
Im rechten Ohr wird es lauter, ich glaube.
It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Da lang. Hört sich an wie da lang, aber ich weiß es nicht.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian. What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
It's not Dillian. That doesn't sound like Dillian. What's in there? What is it? A secret.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
There's no way in. Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way. There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close to stop. What's in there?
Ich höre ihn nicht mehr. Oh, was ist da? Seine Stimme ist gar nicht mehr wie Dillians. Okay, rein da. Hat keinen Zweck.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Okay.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy?
A chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come, Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Wow, chill mal. Daddy. Ich glaube, das ist der mit der tiefen Stimme vorhin.
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. You're getting tired.
Ich weiß, es gibt mehr zu tun, ich weiß.
Do another one. It's too much. Have you got the energy?
Ist da hinten auch noch was?
Got the energy? No. Too much to do.
Diese Prüfungen, wie viel waren es? 4? 5? Okay, hier ist eine, da ist noch eine. Ich glaube, auf der anderen Seite ist auch noch eine. Ich denke, was ist das? Heute schon?
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named
haben wir schon. Ich dachte, es wäre neu.
After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Okay. Okay, der nächste Splitter. Ich denke, das werden wir aber nächsten Mal machen. Also ich muss schon sagen, ich bin echt gespannt und echt überrascht von diesem Spiel. Hätte ich nicht gedacht, dass es so völlig düster, schaut euch das an. Mal schauen, was beim nächsten passiert, welche Prüfung uns da erwartet. Ich danke fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, ihr schaltet wieder ein, wenn es heißt wieder hier Hellblade. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Part. Bis dahin, macht's es gut. Ciao, ciao.
SillyConBread